So when I come to Ghana, can you see Shaxi? He took me around. And even people, let me tell you one thing about this car. They can be punching it. It's a bulletproof. They don't put it. Where we go, if you carry your car, if you carry that your car and we're strong, carry and go that place. My brother, I don't finish with that car with that. See this car. Now we use. Now Shaxi got everything, my brother. If you want to book, just book Shaxi. Go anywhere you want to go. You will love it, my brother. Yes.
The matter chop hot. Assembly Diloto. Hey! Aye!
Over the weekend, if there was one thing that was very topical in the space, it was that particular union or collaboration between or among the Shatta movement empire, Shaxi, as well as Team Peller, who happens to be a Nigerian TikToker and streamer who came to Ghana, was hosted by Wale Shaxi, and created some top memories for this particular young guy. I have all the details here on this particular platform. I know on this channel I have shared some live updates as far as happenings and actions and all of that. So many conversations have gone on. Some people asking the benefits of this particular union and collaboration, what it means to the brands involved, and some advantages as far as this particular union or collaboration is concerned. Well, I have detailed all of them here, including sampling some beautiful analysis that I believe we need to trumpet in this whole conversation for people to know the need or the essence of this particular collaboration. My name is Roland Amate. This is live on Roland Report. Subscribe and of course share your views in the comment section. And as usual, Shaxi, that hosted Peller, is also the one holding us down on this particular episode. Straight into the conversation. So with the highlights on your screens you're seeing, and even with some of the things when he was picked from the airport, the whole action started on Thursday when he was picked from the airport through from the principal streets of the airport city, Rice, Legonim, and then the beautiful apartment that hosted him, carried with some luxurious Shaxi vehicles, even into his apartment and all of that. And after that same evening, he was taken into the King's Shatta Wale's Voltage Mansion to have some form of dining and wining with the king, entering into the space, checking out Shatta Wale, taking him on a tour, even throughout his house, and showing him some of the luxurious stuff that he has as a Ghanaian superstar. After, on the third day or on the second day,
I didn't How many guys that don't go on TikTok say I still the chop Gary? No, but we don't.
Fool.
No, like Gary.
You don't make it.
No, not be about. I like soakings. You know soakings.
Soakings.
Yeah. Like Gary.
I love him.
You go when you go.
which was on Friday, they shared some beautiful memories on the principal streets of Accra, roaming here and there. We went through Circle to the Emperor shop, Emperor Eye shop in Circle, that is Tiptoe Lane, where he was gifted an iPhone 16 Pro Max, and that is what Peller gave. And even right after coming into the house, before we went even to the house, back to the house, we went to Nima for him to pay courtesy call to Shatta Wale's, one of Shatta's hoods, which is Nima, and also pay courtesy call to the legendary group VIP. And as such, some of these conversations also came up. They went through with Peller's activities. Of course, the team did not leave him as he was chauffeured through town, even through to some personal engagements, including having some football or soccer session with DGL, that is Dance God Loy's team, as well as Lollipop, meeting some top celebrities. And hey, let me also say big ups to Made in Ghana, who was also in the midst. Made in Ghana is also now a Ghanaian streamer and is also doing very well in the space. So that particular collaboration was also with Made in Ghana. And so let's go straight into some of the benefits that these top brands coming together are benefiting. And here I would want to make reference to a comment that was made by Tasha Cheeks on Instagram. And it says, Shatta Wale has not only diffused potential tension between Ghana and Nigeria by inviting Africa's best streamer Peller, but also reinforced his image as an approachable, high-spirited celebrity. And it is true. You see, there is this supposed tension between Ghana and Nigeria. And it looks like, yes, sometimes it gets heated. Sometimes it goes on a normal play. Oh, but sometimes too, it gets so much intense that you remember some time ago when they did a press conference about Play Ghana and what have you. Yes, that whole conversation brought some huge tension between Ghana and Nigeria. But this particular collaboration with Shatta hosting Peller here in Ghana gives that particular vibes of easing that tension and also creating that or stamping that impression that Shatta Wale is not as they see it. Because I know some of our Nigerian brothers, the moment they hear about Shatta Wale, all they know is about the wild side of the man. But this one, on that particular weekend or during that particular weekend, Peller or Shatta and Peller were able to exhibit that soft side of Shatta Wale, that beautiful side of Shatta Wale, that approachable side of Shatta Wale, to even that Peller himself was even surprised at a point. It says this kind of public relation move often boost his appeal, both local and across Africa, presenting him as a unifier who can navigate diverse cultural contexts. Indeed, he is a huge force to reckon with. Also, Shatta Wale's move isn't just about a friendly invite. It is a proud celebration of African talent. By comparing Peller's welcome to how the world celebrates great streamers like Kai Cenat, he reinforces his belief that African achievement should also be recognized and uplifted, uniting and inspiring creators across the continent. One Africa, Shatta Peller, and she added some fire emojis as well. Well, this particular statement is self-explanatory, which is why I would want to trumpet it and reiterate it, because there are so many benefits that this whole thing came out even into the Ghanaian music space. At the end of the day, yes, Peller is enjoying Shatta Wale songs. At the end of the day, it is boosting the Ghanaian music economy. Yes, some people who wanted to have collaborations, of course, did not position well to also tap in. But all the same, if it is a benefit to Shatta Wale, it is a benefit to a Ghanaian musician. And if it is a benefit to a Ghanaian musician, then it is a benefit to the Ghanaian music industry as a whole. And yes, I now understand why some people would also feel like the Ministry of Tourism did not take due advantage of it. But then, it is also part of the whole conversation, and I believe that this even is going to serve as a learning curve, even in the near future. If somebody also, or another personality also decides to host one top giant from a different country, unifying cultures, some people would now see the need to do better. And also, even on TV3, Adam Mensah Chotome also highlighted some top advantages that the likes of Shaxi, Shatta Movement Empire, as well as Peller have also enjoyed through this particular union. Let's listen to Adam Mensah Chotome. When we come back, I will hear from you as well.
Peller. So Peller came into town, I think on invitation of Shatta Wale.
Yeah.
Your views on it? I mean, is there much to be gained from him coming in?
I don't think that it should be a big issue. It's about the person, because if you're inviting somebody to your house today, there's a reason you're inviting a person.
Of course.
I mean, there are a lot of people out there. Why would he? And if you look at, I mean, the whole invitation, they say it's on the invitation of Shaxi. And Shaxi
It's a brand
belongs
like
to
Shatta
Shatta Wale. So, I mean, he wants to take advantage of, I mean, Peller has a lot of followers, over 10 million followers. I mean, prior to this, he had about 9.something million.
So he's gained 1 million?
And, of course, because, I mean, what is happening is that,
There's
you know,
convergence.
he's saying Shatta is big artist. You know, there is a certain, I mean...
Convergence.
And anytime there is when two brands come together, there is a transfer of equity.
Sure.
So, I mean, Peller's equity is transferred to Shatta Wale, and that is taking him into the Nigerian market. I mean, he has a lot of followers, and most of them will come from Nigeria. So that equity will be transferred to Shatta Wale, and
Vice
Shatta Wale
versa.
will also transfer his equity to Peller. Because if you look at the conversation on social media, people are asking, who is Peller, who is Peller? And
Yes.
it's clearly making people know him more. And I'm not surprised that his followers have jumped to 10 million. And don't forget, prior to this, in March, that was somewhere around 25th, 26th, he had an issue in Nigeria when people were protesting on TikTok against Tinubu, the president. Now he came to say that they should leave TikTok and go to either the street or the market and Instagram. Because when they take TikTok down, he have issues. So when he slammed them, it affected him, and people started unfollowing him on TikTok. So for him, it's a good thing for him that he's also come to Ghana to come and gain some of the followers here. And for me, it's also good for Shatta because, I mean, most of the followers of him are very young. He's a streamer. And what do streamers do? Whatever activities they are doing, they show it video content of activities they are doing to their followers. And for me, as a brand, Shatta Wale, it's good for him too. Because there is a certain level of target audience he has, which clearly will be good for Shatta. And in terms of brand sense, managing brands over time, brands living for long, such things are important because it goes into true critical issues about brand living long. That is revitalization and reinforcement. I mean, in the reinforcement, what you basically do in the reinforcement of the brand is that you energize your base and you go for new equity, new followers, and you bring them. And when you go to the revitalization is basically about finding new equity. So that one, you go and find new equity. So if you look at what he's doing, clearly his fan base and his core base equity will be energized. Then he will go for new equity, Nigeria, Ghana. And with this, it's good for every brand.
Oh, true.
For you to be able to, stay relevant and stay long, become top of mind.
That is from Edemes Achotome. Well, for me, I think these two statements, they do give me because they've given some top-notch analysis and explanation into the benefit. So to some people who may not have seen the benefit derived from some of these conversations, well, there you go. Perhaps this may answer those doubts and clear those. This may clear those doubts and answer those questions as you've been asking. But then, if you have any other, of course, you can share your views in the comment section. Let me hear from you. Until then, I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.
The matter chop hot. Assembly Diloto. Hey. Aye. Hey.